Hi, I'm Krista Johnson. This is Theodore. We're going to work on some transitions a little bit here today. And when I go to ask for an upward transition, I want to make sure that I release my aids when I start to feel him think about picking up that next gait or actually shifting his weight. Because I don't want him to feel pressure going into that gait. Quite often that'll cause the horse to throw their head up and make more of a jerky, punchy type transition. So I want nice, smooth transitions. So I'm going to start when I go to ask him to trot. I want to first think it in my mind. Riding is so much more mental than it is physical. Quite often we focus too much on the physical aspects. So I'm going to think trot. I'm going to think 2 beats. I'm going to start to slowly pick myself up more a little bit, squeeze my butt cheeks a little bit, squeeze my legs a little bit, trot, trot. So he's not punctual there, but I want to make sure I'm giving him relief going into it. So when he finally got it there at the end, that was actually quite nice, and we're just getting warmed up here. Now that we're in the trot, I'm going to ask for that extended trot. That's something new we've been working on, so I want to try to actually post the trot and speed up that 2-beat rhythm. See if I can get a faster trot. If I need to squeeze with my heels a little bit, I will. And I don't want him to think canter. There we go. I'll get him in that. And then I want to slowly slow down that nice normal trot, not walk, Theo. There we go. Let's get our slow trot back. We usually use the whole arena, so this is a new cutting through the center here. Throwing them off a little bit today, but I figured it'd make it easier for the camera a little bit so you can see better. So I like this nice normal trot here he's given me. I'm going to ask him to pick up the extended trot. I'm going to use that same 2 beats, but I'm going to try to speed it up. Using my heels a little bit there to speed him up. If he doesn't match me, I don't want him to think canter. I'm going to stop posting, slow down those 2 beats. Nice, Theo. Ooh, sit down, have him come down to a stop. That was really nice when we went from that extended trot to the normal trot. I want to reward him for that. And since he's kind of a underachiever, when he offers me something nice, I want to make sure that I reward it big. Because if I keep asking for it over and over and over again, maybe he'll think that's not the answer, and he'll try other answers that I'm not looking for, or maybe he'll just think that I'm not accepting the nice things he's offering and he'll stop putting in effort. So if you have more of an underachiever kind of horse that likes to preserve their energy, the more you can reward their effort, the more effort they will give you. So I don't have to give him a break forever, but we'll stand here for a second. I'll ask him to walk off again. Ask him to trot again. I'm going to think it in my mind first. Pick myself up a little bit. I don't know why he's thinking turn there, but squeezing my butt cheeks and my heels there a little bit. Trot. That was not a pretty transition. I'm going to sit here and hold out. If I have to spank him with the saddle strings, I will spank him with the saddle strings. I don't want to have to kick him. I really try not to kick horses. I feel like it's rude. I'm not saying that I don't ever do it, but I try not to. So I'm going to have him come down to the walk, and we're going to try that trot transition again, since that was a really poor example of the last one he gave me. So I'll wait till we make this turn around here. I'm going to think 2 beats. I'm going to sit up straighter, squeeze my butt, squeeze my legs a little bit, trot. Very nice, Theo. Now I would rather have him go into a smooth transition, even if he's a little less punctual, because I want the transition to be good. We get the transitions nice and smooth, and I can work on him being a little bit more punctual. I'm going to see if I can ask for that extended trot. I'm going to think faster, post, speed up that tempo a little bit. Then I want to ask him to slow down. I'm going to sit down, but I don't want him to come all the way down to a walk, so I had to squeeze my heels a little bit there. Come around here. This time I'm going to ask him for the canter. And the canter, I'm going to slightly move my inside leg forward, slightly move my outside leg back, slightly tilt my chin back. Canter. Good boy. Oh, I'm gonna lose my hat. Oh well. At least he didn't spook at it. I'll ask him to do a nice trot. Nice trot. See if I can ask for an extended trot in the post. If I can speed up that tempo a little bit. When I kiss, it's not for a particular gait. It usually just means put more effort in. Still looking for that extended trot here. I'm going to sit down, but I still want to think trot. Come down to that nice slow trot. Ooh. Stop. I don't want him turning away from the rail like that. I'm not sure why he did that. I'm going to ask him to back up. Let's see if we can't turn and go the other way. We're still working on some of these turns here. Sometimes they shape up better than other days. I'm going to ask for the trot, so I'm going to think it. Sit up straighter. Squeeze my butt cheeks a little bit. That was nice. There I gave him a little kick with my right leg because he was drawing towards that saddle rack and mounting block, maybe thinking he could get a break there. And I wanted to tell him on the contrary, it's going to be uncomfortable if you go there when I don't ask you to. Don't run my hat over. Ask for that extended trot. Sit down, ask for a slower trot. Slide my inside leg forward, outside leg back a little bit. Tip my chin up. Canter, canter, canter. Don't run my head over. A little bit of an extra obstacle there. I didn't ask him to come down to the trot, so I'm going to ask him to pick up that canter again. Ooh. Now sit back. We haven't really practiced stopping from the canter a lot, but I felt like he likes to stop over here, and that'd be a good spot to ask. So if you happen to notice where your horse has a tendency to want to stop, you can sometimes use that to your advantage, but then they kind of want to stop there more. So that can also be a disadvantage, but I'm going to give him a little break there. I just want to see if I can get that trot to extended trot transition working a little bit better for us. I'm going to ask for the normal trot. Ask for the extended trot. Ask for a normal trot. Let's come down to a walk. I give him a little bit of little spank there because he wasn't listening to my legs or my intention or anything. I am asking for a slow walk or a slower trot though. There we go. Now he's gotten a little bit emotional because I spanked him a little bit, getting a little more life out of him. I'm gonna wait till he comes back down, gives me a little bit of purity of gait. As for that extended trot, not the canter, Theo. That's where this just takes some practice. I don't post when I ask him to canter, so I want to pick up on those differences. Now I want him to trot in a nice normal trot. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Ooh. I want to reward him for that nice downward transition there. I don't expect every one of them to be perfect now because he's still pretty green, but we're working on fine-tuning a lot of these things. But I'm really pleased with how he's progressing on those things, and that's just kind of how I work through them. Try to get your aids as light as they can be, but don't be afraid to get effective. There was a couple of times where I had to use my saddle strings. So I saw that he got a little worried there and raised his head, so I want to make sure I can just pet him here. Like, hey, I wasn't trying to motivate you to do anything there, but when he starts ignoring my aids, I don't want to try to squeeze harder or resort to kicking. That's where I feel like spanking is more effective, and that'll get him to put more effort into paying attention to my other aids. Thanks for joining us.